There's only one active player, who's the goalkeeper. Kabelo Dampe is on the bench. The assistant coach played, I believe, one match, I think, if not two.
When you guys
Romulo, yes,
yeah.
when I was there 13 years ago. So you can see the experience is lost, or it is fallen off over the years in terms of what was learned. So with this, they have done really well. I mean, I was pretty worried when I looked at the two profiles and we walked in, we saw the lineup, and I was like, it's going to be a long day.
You thought it would be worse?
Yeah, I thought it would be worse. You saw the breakaway after like less than 8 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah.
The breakaway, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper stood tall. I think he made 5-6 good saves. So they have tried. We have to give them that. But obviously, Senegal is on another level. They are the favourites for the tournament.
I mean, the world frowns on a losing team getting a man of the match. But if we were being honest, Puku, the goalkeeper for Botswana, deserved that man of the match. I mean, a stellar game. Over 14 saves is what we see him pull off. I don't remember a game where we see a goalkeeper pulling off 14 saves. But let's look at the adverse of that, the other side. Botswana did well to maintain 3-0. But the Senegal team, they've earned the favourites tag.
I think they did, even though we still have a feeling that they didn't get into the second gear. They just went first gear, and they were just cruising. And one wishes if Botswana had actually put a test and just try see what can they do. But unfortunately, as Deep Sea put it, the levels and the quality of the players is quite high. And maybe if then Botswana says, I'm then going to help you write a script on how to defend.
Yeah.
They needed to do that properly and defend accordingly. But at some point, you can't defend for 90 minutes. You get tired, and it started to show. But I still felt up until they scored the third goal, 2-0 was okay. I would be happy with 2-0, but I'm now hating because of 3-0. Now it looks like, goodness me, the work that they had put in was to nothing in terms of their defensive work. I still feel, even though the third goal from Senegal was beautiful, they should not have conceded that.
Scored 2, he's winning man of the match, and he's in pain because I should have scored more.
That's the desire, that's the hunger, that's what takes you to the next level, to the world. You have to always want more, desire more, work towards more. If you get it now, you might not have to try or make an effort. So if you desire more and desire greatness, you keep growing. And the young man is doing well for himself.
He does well for himself, and in doing so, Mane then takes a back seat a little bit, and you almost don't remember that, hey, this is one of the best players to ever come out of Africa in this team.
Yeah, he is, but I hear what you say, Ma'a, but what struck me is after they scored the third goal, there was all of a sudden just a celebration of the new generation, you would say. If you go into the picture of that celebration, then it starts to fit in Mane to say, Mane, Koli, and you old dogs, is it now time for you to step aside and get the introduction of the new ones? Even Sabali, number 21, who went in, the one who delivered the cross, he's one of the young stars. And that picture gave an understanding of this is the next generation.
Wow. Well, let's take a look at how the match played out. When you look at the facts of the matter, do they reflect the 3-0 that we've just seen there? Possession, largely with the Senegalese team. But I think what you need to applaud, normally you see the shots on target. 0 for Botswana, not a single attempt. Their goalkeeper on the other side, Mendy, did not work at all. Whereas the opposition, Puku, 17 saves. That's what you need to read out of that shots on target. The 17 saves.
It's a great stat. Like I said earlier when we started, you might not think he will be able to show up, and he showed up today. He tried. He was the last line of defense, and unfortunately, they had to score, but there was desire to stop them.
But if you look at those stats...
I think that talks to Nicholas Jackson's statement, where he says he could have scored 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have 17 and you only score 3, and we all saw the number of chances they had, but again, one does have to be, you have to be complimentary as well to the goalkeeper, Poku, for stopping those balls. But I think with 17, at least the score should have been more, but I'm happy that it is at 3.
Senegal, we're speaking with our hearts here. You can tell there's a love for Botswana that's deeply rooted here and for Kosafa region as well. But there it is, Botswana languish at the bottom, a place that unfortunately they know all too well when it comes to this tournament. Can they step out of first gear this time? Last time, it got worse from the first match. Hopefully, when they've got Congo DR and Benin to play, it'll get better. Benin and Botswana expected to be bottom after the first match, and it exactly so with Senegal and Congo leading the pack.
Yes, like I said earlier, Botswana would come in as the underdogs, and Benin, Congo and Senegal above them, as you see on the log right now. Botswana and Benin have to fight it out. It's the next match on the 27th, so the team that wants to go home with some pride has to start there.
It's a pride match then?
It's a pride match.
Okay.
And a pride match and an opportunity. If you win, you are 3. And then your last match...
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So it is a pride thing and also an opportunity to peep into the next round.
Well, let's go now to the ones that did get away, because he did concede 3 goals, starting off, of course, late on rather, in the first half. Jackson scoring his first goal here, the Bayern Munich 24-year-old striker. And, I mean, we haven't said much about him, but Ndiaye, 13, who was on the wings, what a comfortable player and an ease to watch on the ball. But nonetheless, the goal came after a lot of trying to get rid of it here, but to no vein.
They jumping out unnecessarily, In this instance, again, the wide player who's a winger, Urebon, he jumps out. Maybe if Cooper, who was on then in their 4-1-4-1, as a defensive midfielder in 8, if he had jumped out, it could have been better. But now jumping out, it released Jacobs. But then the art of finishing and the art of navigating space here from a striker. Because all he did, he took Botiti, went in as they dropped, and then he just held back. And then Jacobs did not just cross. Instead, he cut the ball back to him, and it was a beautiful finish.
Beautiful finish from a man that plays at the highest level of the game. Expected of him to see something like that. Dipsy, talk us through it. Look at his movement there.
He's staying alive to the play. You know, most players switch off there thinking the ball is gone, but you can see he's aware and he's hoping and willing the ball to come back to him. With the overlapping movement, he goes in and out. But you know, in defending crosses, you must understand the cross is scored by someone as a defender. So you have to look around, you have to be aware, you have to arrive early so that you can turn and see who's connecting with the ball. If you can defend him, the cross is a beautiful cross, but nobody's scoring. So also, like Coach Steve was saying, from an attacking point, it's brilliant. But from a defending point, the ball is gone wide. I have to open my body and see the ball and the man. Okay, the man is here, I can anticipate and intercept the ball. I shouldn't make it easier for him. If I just try and say I'm going to block the path of the ball, he might take it somewhere else. So you anticipate as the ball goes wide as a defender, you arrive early, open your body so you can see the ball and the man. So I think that needs to be improved from a defensive way.
Well, some key lessons there for Botswana. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back on the other side, we'll go into the second half of the match where there's 2 goals that were scored there. There was a single goal scored, of course, in the first half. It's been an absolute